Well, good morning. We're going to be out here this morning taking us another quick walk. Sun's bright. Now, when I left out the house, I was trying to see if there was any smoke coming out my mouth. But my phone, when I started getting dressed, said that it was 48 degrees outside. Well, I'm out here. I think my phone lied to me. I think it may be 60 something, because it don't feel like 48 out here. Because all I have on is a sweatsuit and a t-shirt. Oh, and a sweat vest. So we're gonna try to walk to the turn this morning. Get out here and get some of God's fresh morning air. Birds are chirping. Sun is shining. It's a beautiful morning. And when I left out, my husband was sitting up in his bed. So spoke to him. He's concerned about me going walking with my knee. Asked me, should I be walking? But I'm not putting a whole lot on it. I'm not walking the distance I was walking. Smell like rubber burning. I'm not walking the distance that I was walking uh, when I stopped, when I was doing walking every day. I had got up to, at this pace, I had got up to about a mile. Now, the way why I look sideways is that truck was stopped in front of my house. I know I can be paranoid, but you know how things are going these days. People killing, stealing, snatching. But like the Bible says, the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And he's been busy. With all these children coming up missing on the same night, and there's no news report about 32 kids missing in one night. And it didn't make the news. You didn't see no alerts for these children. You know why? Because they didn't have blonde hair and blue eyes. If it had been 32 children that had blonde hair and blue eyes, or parents had mega money, owned a mega company, then there'd have been something on the news about them. But since none of these children, parents had mega money, no relatives were sports figures, no politicians were relatives, you heard nothing. Nothing about these children. And I really hate that. There was a show on TV called Found. And it was, I want to say, a minority cast. And what they did was they went searching for the people that nobody looks for, meaning minorities. They went and looked for our children. Show was good to me. Went on for, I think, 2 seasons, maybe 3. And went off for the end of the season, went off. and then it didn't come back on. And then they put this show on called Tracker. Tracker did the same thing that Found did, but Tracker doesn't look for us. It looks for blonde hair, blue eyes. So, what show got canceled? The show that got canceled was the show that was looking for us. And then they put the tracker on the time that Found was on, the same spot, same time. Then they took off the Equalizer with Queen Latifah being the #1 show. They take it off. Well, first they put the tracker on right after, because the Found was coming on after Queen Latifah. Then they took Found off and put Tracker right behind Queen Latifah. Then they took off Queen Latifah and gave Found Queen Latifah's spot. See the way things work? Back in the 90s, there were shows on TV, sitcoms, that represented us. Family viewing, that we do have marriages. We do have longevity. My parents were married for 57 years, 56, before my mother passed. She passed the next week. My sister and her husband have been married for 35 years. My brother and his wife have been married for 25 years. We have people at the church that's been married 60 years. We had a couple there that's been married 70 years. So there is longevity and family and love in our community. But when you see commercials showing families, they either show a woman of color by herself with kids, and then they show a Hispanic family, husband and wife, grandmother, grandfather, all of that. They show a Caucasian family, husband and wife, family, all of that. But when they show African American family, it's either a father by himself or a mother by herself. Or what they've been doing lately is showing a African American man with a Caucasian woman, or an African American woman with a Caucasian man. Anyway it go, they still continue to show my community as unstable. But the prison system, there's only 2% black in prison. I mean, doing the criminal count, when they did it and found out who committed the most murders, robberies, it wasn't us. But yet on the news, you don't hear about that. And that disturbs me. Even when we have people standing up in the community to pull our people together, somehow or another, they get found dead. Like the young man in Mississippi, he was found dead. The world needs to look. When you celebrate a racist getting killed by somebody of his own nationality, but then when a black woman was killed and the way she was killed, you didn't have nothing for her at the White House. Wonder why. I wonder why. There's just a lot of things that's been on my mind here lately of how things are done. People need to read, research the history. Quit going by what somebody else tells you. Read for yourself. A lot of things bother me here lately, but just wanted to get that off my chest this morning. Well, I'm back home. So this is the day 2 of the 30-day challenge, walk challenge. I did go farther this day than I did yesterday. Tomorrow is Saturday, so I don't walk on the weekends because I have too much on my plate. But Monday morning, when I pick this back up, Monday morning, I will walk to the next stop sign. So I'm getting it done. So I will see you guys on Monday. I will see you on Monday, bright and early. And I hope to see you there walking with me. Bye-bye.